I'm going to be talking about something called Braineos. So this is a website that you can go to. I thought this would be especially good to use as either bell work at the beginning of class or maybe in an intervention style class. I teach a math intervention for sixth graders, and I saw some definite advantages to using this program. For example, I am going to show you it's called a deck, so a set of questions I've already created called decimal operations, and they show up to my students as flashcards. So there's different games you can play. I'm playing one called Flip. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to solve. And if you solve correctly, you get green, you get the check mark next. If you solve incorrectly, it tells you the correct answer. And then you get a chance to look and see if you can calculate it to be the right answer. Click next. In some of these, let's do that. Right answer. So this one, let's say I put it like this. 3.0 is the correct answer. And it marked it wrong because it's the one downside to this is you can only put in one correct answer. So 3 and 3.0 are the same number, but it's not looking for the decimal and the 0, only the 3. So technically our student answered this correctly. So they could click I was right and get credit for that. So they're going to quit. There's other options. Flip reverse. So you're given an answer and you have to put a question in. For this particular game, I don't really think that would be very easy to do. Multiple choice, we do that. They give you different answers. Again, since we had two that had the same answers, maybe for this particular one, it's not the most ideal, but depending on how you set it up. We do this one. Nope, looks like we need flash, so we won't do that one. And tower defense, let's do this one. Okay, so that's a premium. So as a free user, we wouldn't use this. One area that I thought this would be really helpful is if we go back and search for addition flashcards. One thing I like to do with my math intervention students, especially at the end of at the beginning of the year, is to just make sure they know their multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division facts. So we're going to look at addition facts here. So I can see me having them start off class by going through each day. I would have a set of cards and just check whatever skill I want them to work on. And the great thing about this is I could adapt it to them. So if one of my students already has got addition and subtraction up to 12 down, then I can start them on multiplication. But if another student's struggling, I can start them on addition. And so same thing, they would just go through, answer their questions, and do that. To create a deck, all you need is a name for your deck. So let's just do addition facts. Create. You can either put your questions in a list form or one by one. I personally prefer the one by one. So let's say I wanted to have 12 plus 12. I put my answer here. Then I just hit plus. Let's do 12 minus 12. Well, I guess we're doing addition facts. So 12 plus 0. Okay, 12 here. We'll do one more. 12 plus 3. And our answer over here, 15. And then as soon as you have it, the one thing that seems a little strange at first is there's no add button, but you can just go ahead and go straight into playing. So your students could even create flashcards for themselves to practice on. ISTE standards for educational leaders, I would put these as connected learners, 5A and 5D. Application might be giving extra credit for students to create the decks that you could use for intervention classes, but I really think this is a helpful tool.